We are making the weekends longer than the weeks, and we'll do it again because it's Friday! 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 Friday!
Rock out with your cock out.
I think we should go out there and fuck all the people we never fucked. Let's just rock out with our cocks out.
The Yanki and the Brit Show.
What if I don't want to rock out with my cock out?
On RTM Radio. Radio.
It's the Moody Blues and the Story in Your Eyes with the Yankee and the Brit on a Friday night rock out.
I'm not ignoring you, I'm just having trouble with this Spreaker chat at the moment. So I'm here, I'm seeing your posts. Hi.
Christine Lewis. Hi.
Now.
What's going on, Christine? Trucking Roundup. Always. Great bunch of people over there, man. Big trucking show this weekend up there in Tooley-Doo. Get up there and check it out if you haven't already. Who else is up here tonight? Somebody else is there. Sammo is here. Hey, buddy, what's going on? You still hanging out? Nice to hear from Sammo. I haven't talked to him in a little while. He was down in the mouth, so to speak, I guess. So I think he's got everything all patched up. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM radio network, just like I said, just some jams. You got something in mind? Let us know what it is, and we'll get it on. Iron Maiden, Judas, Be My Guide on the RTM radio network. Marilyn Manson, hey, cruel world. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM radio network. We got somebody on the phone with us.
Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on, Mr. Dave?
Oh, not much. We're up here in JDC Charity Truck Show.
How's it going? Looking good?
Oh, yeah. Pretty good crowd already. Sitting here talking to Brad James and Joey Holiday.
Ooh, you're hanging out with the big names now.
Hey, Dave just could not do without his Yankee and the Brit fix, so he called him for a live show.
That's why I love my Dave.
typical.
I love my Dave.
We thought we was going to get a Daveless show.
So what's
So you
going?
miss us?
Of course. First person we looked for. Usually you're the first one in the chat, but no Dave tonight.
You didn't even say hi to me.
No Dave in the chat.
Don't cry, Donna.
Sorry.
So how's the stage look? Everything look pretty cool?
Well, that's all tomorrow night.
All that stuff's not set up yet?
No, the show is actually tomorrow night. We're all up here. We're just sitting in the bar right now drinking.
Oh, it's the pre-party party.
Yeah, we're doing what we do best.
And they have an expert leading them on, too.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
That's right. Why not you?
Yep. Well, hold on. I'll let you talk to Brad James real quick.
Sure.
Do we have to?
And I know you want to talk to Joey. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, you dumbass Brit. How you doing tonight?
Hi.
What's going on, Mr. James?
Who you calling dumbass Brit?
Got you nailed.
I know. What's
Am
happening?
I on the air or what?
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee, thanks for telling me that, Dave.
I know. Everybody in the whole world will be hearing you calling me a dumbass Brit.
That's your fearless leader.
Yeah. Well, let's start this over again then. Hey, guys, how you doing tonight? We're having a great time over here at Stony Ridge.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Hi. Hi, Joey.
I'm doing really good. Doing really good.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. I like you better the other way.
So what have you been up to with your Medipad recently?
What's that now?
What have you been up to with your Medic pad recently?
Just traveling in and around Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and finally made it up here tonight.
How's your Metapad working?
What?
How's your Metapad working?
How's my what?
Your little
road, and by the end of the day, I feel great.
So do you now have muscly nuts?
The funny thing is I was home last weekend. I was showing the kids how to use it, and they ended up fighting over it. And until one of them, of course, stuck the pads on the other one and cranked it all the way up, and then there was a lot of crying and screaming. So,
You know what you need to do? Buy yourself a.
Whether he was getting muscles in places that you shouldn't.
No. All my muscles are in the right place now.
Oh, listen, he's trying to sound professional now.
I know.
See, you guys need to call back in about 3 hours when I've had a few beers with me.
That's all we need.
Don't think it won't happen.
So what's the atmosphere like? Is everybody starting to turn up tonight, or will everybody be there tomorrow in the morning?
No,
or?
there's a small group of people here. Yeah, Dave's here, of course. Yeah, him and his wife are here. Joey Holiday's here. He had to get his trailer set up for the music and stuff tomorrow. A lot of the people with JVC Charity are here because they're organizing the event, getting everything set up, and I don't know. We just finished bringing in 1,000 pounds of canned goods for the food drive. So it's going pretty good. I just walked in here a few minutes ago, so.
Well, go round with your camera and take some pictures of everybody up to mischief.
Well, you better get over to the bar. Sounds like you got a lot of catching up to do.
Yep. I'm headed right to the bar as soon as I get off the phone with you guys. So, we got Dave here and we got Joey Holiday. Who do you want to talk to?
Throw Joey on.
Okay. Talk to you later, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hello.
Hi, Joey. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good. Sounds like you guys are ready to rock.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to rock, man. I've did a couple of shows when we went up in St. Ignace, and then we came back down to Jeffersonville, Ohio, and did a show. And I've had a few days off, and I'm ready to go.
What's the atmosphere like around there?
It's getting good. Everybody's starting to get excited and happy and everything. So I think it's going to turn out pretty cool.
Waiting for you to turn out those jams.
Absolutely, brother. I can't wait.
How'd the show go in Michigan?
Huh?
How'd the show go up in Michigan?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Have you ever done that show? Been up there for that one? The St. Ignace one?
No, not at all, but I heard you had quite a number of people there.
We had about 150 trucks.
Wow.
And they shut down the whole town, and they put my rig right in the middle of a 4-lane road, and to stop traffic. They like detour traffic around the whole show.
Really?
Local traffic had to be detoured around the whole show, so they shut down the whole downtown, and all the locals and all the drivers and everybody that was there was walking through the downtown, and I had truckers doing hokey pokey. I had people doing trivia. It was fun. It was the most awesome gig of the whole year, so it was awesome.
Oh, that's great. Is there anywhere we can find some pictures of that?
I think so, yeah. I could probably work on that and get some for you.
Yeah, it'd be great to see some. Stick them on the Yanki and Brit page. That'd be great.
Okay, we can do that, brother.
Yeah, well, good luck tomorrow. Tomorrow night you're playing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that should be great. I wish the hell we were there, man. Sorry we can't be up there. It'd be great.
Well, I wish y'all were here, too.
There's nothing better than partying in the middle of the street, though, right?
What's that?
There's nothing better than partying in the middle of the road.
Absolutely. We're out here in the parking lot, man. Out here, they're all, they're actually inside eating right now. They're going to be starting karaoke in just a minute.
You gonna go you gonna do karaoke?
Oh yeah, they want me to do a few songs, so I guess I'll go in there and do that with them.
Don't forget to get Brad to do the famous whistle.
Huh?
Said tell Brad to do us the famous whistle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell him that.
If Brad doesn't do his famous whistling, nothing's gonna be the same.
They want you to do your famous whistle on karaoke. All right.
Well, you guys have a good time tonight, man. We're rocking out over here. We'll have some of your tunes on tomorrow night, too.
Okay. All right. Well, Dave wants to say goodbye to y'all, okay?
All right, man. Thanks a lot for stopping in.
All right. Thank y'all, and I'll talk to y'all again soon, okay? I'll get you
Okay.
some pictures from the show.
You bet.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks y'all very
Bye.
much. All right. Bye-bye.
Bring on that Mr.
All right.
Dave. There he is.
Warning, Dave is in the building.
Bye,
Say bye to me.
Oh, goodbye to me.
Say bye to Donna.
Bye to Donna.
And hi, I'm Cheryl.
Thank you, Mr. Dave.
Bye.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.
You
Bye.
bet. Bye-bye. Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network, live from up there in Tooley-Doo, or close to Tooley-Doo, in Millbury, actually. Mr. Dave Summers of the SS Cruises, Inc., Brad James, of course, and
Joey Holiday.
thank you.
Did
I thought you wanted to
forget
be part
his
of
name,
this.
then? I know, I'm cutting out these
I'm over here
t-shirt
cueing you to
things.
talk, and you're, like, not looking.
You just look like... I don't know what you look like.
No, whatever. Kevin said he's out there. He's got 75 miles to go, and he'll be home. Kevin, I hope this one will help you kick it down the highway a little bit. Lover Boy, working for the weekend. On the RTM Radio Network with the Yankee and the Brit on a Friday night rock out. Yeah, baby. It's the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network on a Friday night rock out, rocking the house, baby. 738, the RTM Radio Nitwits at your service.
Good evening.
Hello, Eddie Gears. What's going on, mister? Nice to
Yes,
see you
he
hanging
was-
out here.
He was saying some very nice things about your
He was. I was very
workmanship.
impressed.
Yes.
It's still not finished, too, by the way. I still got about another, I don't know, probably 30 hours of fooling around with it if I ever get to it. I'm just such a busy man. I just have so much going on.
And he's actually at the moment...
Having
he's-
some extra money would help.
Yeah, at the moment he's building some kind of...
I'm building a locomotive shop or a shed or whatever you want to call it to get it in out of the weather because, as you can see by that picture, the tarp's not getting much better on the thing.
Yeah, the Texas heat is absolutely...
Oh.
It's killing everything. And then when we had all the floods back in May and June...
It was a friggin'
Yeah.
river out there, so I got to
Yeah.
get everything in out of the rain or the sun. So, yeah, I've been working on that for a while. There'll be pictures of that on on my railroad blog.
And what's the
if I ever
train...
get that done.
What's the train that you started making?
That's an F unit. An F7 is what I'm building next. I just tinkering along with that. Really, really slow. Took just twigs and sticks and things and made a screen shape of the cab unit part of it and covered it all with foam, and I've been shaping it and trimming it. I'm at the point to put the headlight in, but I just ran out of time, and it's been too hot all summer to work on it outside, and work's been really good. We've been getting a lot of business and stuff, so, you know, it always goes on the back burner. You can't do it without money, but you can't, you know, one thing leads to another, so... That's where it's at. What's going on, Greg Smith? He's out there in his car just jamming away, cruising along. You guys got
Awesome.
something you want to hear, too? Let me know what it is because I'm lacking in the music department tonight. We're working over here in between tunes, but if you come up with something you want to hear, let me know. We already had a couple good ones.
And what would you like to hear, Eddie?
Yeah, pick something. We don't care what it is, rock, country, whatever. I mean, it's preferably rock night, but, you know, if you're not a rocker and you like something else, great. If you want some blues or Motown or, you know, some Motown is not a bad idea.
No,
We
let's
haven't
do
done
it.
any of that for a while, huh? Glad I brought that up. Thanks to me. So anyways, we're just hanging out over here having a good time. Dave and Brad James and Joey Holiday are up there in Tooley-Doo. I'm guessing Darren and Joseph are up there along with Don and Kim and the whole gang probably up there ready for that big truck show tomorrow. Van Halen, we can do some of that. Now, see, these guys are talking my kind of music over here. That's the way to do it. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network 740. In the meantime, while we get some of that Van Halen going, let me throw another tune on the jukebox over here. What are we going to do? Some Bruce Springsteen.
Now then, stop.
What?
Stop.
I was on a roll.
Stop.
What do you want?
What accent was you just talking there?
Well, I don't know. The one I always use.
No, you was just talking different, and I said that's how you was talking last night on the Trucking Roundup show, and you didn't know what I was talking about, but you were just talking just like it. Just
You must
then.
hear something I don't. It certainly wasn't British.
Definitely not British.
That's your job.
Eddie says, "How about a local Texas son, how do you say that? Friendly Fender.
Freddie Fender.
Freddie Fender. Oh, Freddie Fender. just said it how he wrote it.
Well, let me just dig up some Freddie Fender and we'll get on to that.
And we're going to dig up a Yankee and the Brit tune as well.
Oh, you're going to scare the guy now. He'll never come back.
He might come back one day.
I don't know. I wish we had Jackson done. That'd be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
We got to finish that.
No, but we're going to exchange the words for Texas. How does that song go again? I can't even remember.
I don't know. Let me play some Bruce.
I'm going to Texas.
Let me play some Bruce and we'll figure it out. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, 742, Bruce Springsteen. Born in the USA, while it's still standing anyways. It's the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network, 746. The RTM Radio Nitwits at your service. Hola, Senora Barbara. ¿Cómo está?
Hi, Bob.
Doing all right down there in Mexico? Hope you're having a good time. Thanks for tuning in and jumping in there for us. Everybody's glad to see you. Everybody's saying hello. These are some of the friendliest friggin' people in the world on this show.
Yeah.
I love it. And hello to Michelle. What's up, Michelle Cross, over there across the big pond?
And there's the JBC Trucking Show going on this weekend. So if you're there, take some pictures. Take us loads of pictures. Way too many pictures because I just love pictures. And get some recordings of Brad James singing on the karaoke drunk later on, get his famous whistle.
And watch him when he puts on his electric pads.
Yeah, right.
Brad.
I hope he doesn't do that in public where he had them the other day.
I hope he does like he did over here.
Yeah.
That was funny as hell, man. Get him to put his electrodes on. You'll get a kick out of that. By request, Jump and Van Halen coming up. Freddie Fender. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Saturday, it's all about country, baby. Get out there and do some boot scooting in the old sawdust.
So woe is me.
By request, Freddie Fender, before the next teardrop falls. Wish Larry was here to hear this.
If he brings you happiness.
It's the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network 759. Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Raper. Or I mean the Reaper. Sorry about that. Having thoughts of the old days, I guess. Just doing what we do on a Friday night. It's a rock out, man. Just got the tunes a jamming. You got something you want to hear? Let's rock, baby. That's what we do. How about some fat-ass Morissette? I mean Alanis Morissette. Damn, I'll get that right one of these days. Forgiven on the RTM Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jose Stanley Ricardo Rodriguez Gonzalez, and I am here with the Spanish word of the day. Today, the Spanish word she is Budweiser. That chick has a fine body, man, but why is her face so ugly? Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Hey, guys! I was just reading in the chat, right? Eddie has gave some anti-monkey butt to Bungholio. And apparently there's going to be a video, and I'm just like thinking, that's one thing I'm not going to be clicking on Facebook. So way too much when you played when you did a video of the naked woman riding a bicycle, didn't we? Yankee pants.
Do you mind? I'm drinking over here. What?
I said we saw too much of Bunkolio when he did the impression of a naked woman riding a bicycle with his belly. You know the one.
What a friggin' ham sandwich he is.
Yes, I have. Eddie's asked if I ever heard of a town called Newport Pagnell in England. I haven't actually heard of the town, but I used to go down south quite a bit because I'm from Derby. Lovely. I'm from Derby, and I used to go down south quite a bit. And there was actually a petrol station called Newport Pagnell, probably like what you guys would call a travel plaza.
Ugh, God, I can't stand them places.
Yeah, but it was quite a big one, and used to go there quite regular. But as for the town, I've no idea, and I can't actually remember where Newport Pagnell is. I just remember the petrol station with the big writing on it that said Newport Pagnell.
You've been more north.
Yeah.
In England, right? I mean, up Scotland and up that way more than you've been south, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You only said you've only been to London, a couple times?
Yeah, I've only been to London a couple of times, and one of them, I completely escaped London and went straight to the airport to come here.
And they never left.
So I actually missed. So I was in London Heathrow, but it wasn't actually in London itself.
And she never left, damn it.
I did.
I was making a joke.
Feels like I didn't know, doesn't it?
Give me those dirty looks.
Feels like I've been here forever. So Randy's doesn't even seem like you went home.
Feels like longer than that.
Doesn't it? Feels like I've been here for years.
What do I know? Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. 8:08 is the time. I don't know about you, but I'm going to Lodi.
Live from Bells, Texas, it's a rock and roll Friday night with Rand the Man and Donna on the RTM Radio Network.
Hold on, stuck in Ohio again. That's how I used to sing it when I lived up there. Anyway, Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Yes? I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Oh, I saw you lean forward. I thought you had something else to say.
No, I was just looking. At the chat.
Anything interesting?
No, England.
What do you mean, no?
No, England's great, Eddie. My brother, he lives in Liverpool, and the place has just got such a great atmosphere. The Liverpool docks have such an amazing atmosphere. And there's the Beatles Museum there, and there's the big yellow submarine in the canal. We sung that song, didn't we? Once?
We did do that.
We did do that.
Hey, Barb would be able to. Barb, what's the weather like down there?
Down yonder, is that?
Lodi's in Ohio too. You know that. No, the truck didn't burn there, did it? That was Youngstown. What's the weather like? You're down in Mexico right now, aren't you? Is the weather nice down there all the time? I'd love to go to Mexico. I bet it's friggin' cool as hell, but here I am, stuck in Ohio again. But anyways, Lodi, Ohio, truck stops and all that stuff. What do I know? Yeah, you're in Mexico. I thought so. What's the weather like? Got to be nice. I can't imagine it being bad. I know there was some storms come through there, but I don't know if that was where you are or not. I'm not really clear what part of Mexico she's in actually right now. But she's from upstate New York, and boy, is it gorgeous up there, man. I love the Finger Lakes area. What a beautiful place. Averages 72 degrees year-round. Are you serious? You want to go to Mexico?
No.
What?
No, I love Texas.
I'll go there for the weather.
Texas is my home.
It's friggin' too hot. At least I think it is anyways. I love Texas. Just that 100-degree weather is what brings me to a crawl.
Oh, and there's been a few days where it's literally you've got about 10 hair dryers on you. Oh, that was a shock to this
I know,
Brit.
man. When that hot wind blows, woo-wee, it's just like a blow dryer in your face. We didn't have much of that this year. Thank God. It wasn't all that bad.
Oh, but boy, did we suffer with the floods. Well, we didn't suffer. We was actually quite lucky, but other parts of Texas was
but we had our own little river. We had our own little river out back for a while.
We did,
wow.
And we had a little waterfall.
We even got video of that.
Yeah.
And Caesar's out there living next to the river now. Poor guy. I sure miss my dog.
Yes, I do too.
Anyways, let's move along instead of getting all teary-eyed over here. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Genesis Illegal Alien on the RTM Radio Network. And by the way, Barb, just in case you're thinking it, I did not pick this song because you're here. I had it loaded up already. I know what she thinks sometimes. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Twofer from ZZ Top on the RTM Radio Network. What's going on, everybody? Hi, Wendy. Wanted to say hello to you. I forgot about that. Didn't mean to. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Just over here bopping along and doing the thing. That's what we like to do on Fridays is all our rock. Don't forget tomorrow night, nothing but country, baby. We'll be booting and scooting and moving around and doing that cowboy thing. Hello. Lots of Texas music, too.
And then there'll be the Lido Lounge on Sunday night.
That's right. Mr. Dave comes in at 8 o'clock and fills us in on what's going on, if anything new or any updates.
We may not have him, actually, because if he's not back from the truck show, I don't actually know what day the truck show ends, but he said to me a couple of days ago that he may be here, he may not be here.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I forgot about that. But they're up there at the truck show in Millbury, which is just outside of Toledo. Up there doing a big truck show for the JBC charity. That's an awesome little setup they got going on there. And let's see, Monday, Tuesday. Do we do a roundup, trucking roundup on Tuesday?
Oh, my gosh.
No, not this week, huh?
I don't know.
Anyways, Wednesday, we get
Bongolio.
back to...
Bongolio.
Help us!
Tell us in the chat room, are you live with us this week?
Anyways,
I know you are on Thursday.
Come around to Wednesday. We do the All Request with JBC Charity Spotlight at 8 o'clock till 9. And then we get back to Friday, and we do all that rocking again, baby. And that's what we like to do. We are rock and rollers at heart. Grew up on classic rock, pop music, all that stuff. And love my country music. Learned all about that when I started trucking all them years ago. And I like it all pretty much. I don't do rap and I don't do elevator music. But blues and jazz and Motown. Oh, I love Motown. My God, that's some of the greatest stuff. Used to listen to CKLW out of Detroit, Windsor. Great station. Grew up with all that. WMMS out of Cleveland back in the 70s. Boy, they was a badass operation. I wish we could do something like that, but I just don't have that radio voice. But
okay, Cornholio. He says that he will be on next Tuesday, so not this Tuesday.
He said it's Saturday
29th.
only.
No, never mind that bit. He said he will be here on the 6th of October.
What the hell do I know, man? I just know what I saw.
With Brad. So 6th of October, Cornholio and Brad James will be live here on the RTM Radio Network. He will also be here for the Trucking Roundup on the 1st of October. Awesome. And these guys are doing an amazing job, by the way, so you guys need to tune in on
they're
Thursday
killing it.
Night.
This is great, and I hope we can get it all tightened up and get it really kicking ass.
They're kicking our ass on figures, but like I said to him, we just aim to have fun. That's all.
The Bozo Anniversary show is still ahead of you by just a few numbers.
Yes.
But basically, man, you're just kicking ass. So keep it up, guys. You're rocking the house, and that's a beautiful thing. Especially with what you guys are talking about and what you're doing and what your goal is. Great stuff. Come by and check out the Truckin' Roundup with Kevin Young. You guys are going to love that shit. I'm guaranteeing it. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. By request, some Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire. Who did? Ask somebody in California. The Yanki and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network, broadcasting in live, beautiful Technicolor stereo. Yes, we love to come out in stereo. That's the best way to do it. Way to be, Donnie. Finally learning how to use that computer after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years since Windows came out. Well, anyways, boy, you guys are just kicking it out tonight, man. I'm loving it. Got Jailbreak from AC/DC coming up. Twofer from Elton John. Thanks, Michelle, for pointing that out and picking that tune, your song, because I love Elton John, man. He's got some good ones. Got a couple other ones I'm going to have. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Country Night, so make sure you're here for that. And right at the moment, I'd like you to hear what Darren Hellick to say.
This is Darren Heller, president of the JBC Charity. Come join us on September 26th in Millbury, Ohio for the 4th annual Country Ridge and JBC Charity Rock and Truck Show. There will be raffles, many activities throughout the day, food and drinks available. We will have Joey Holiday, Howard Salmon, and our very own Brad James entertaining us on stage. And as the show winds down, join us inside to enjoy the Riverbend Band. We will have a working class truck, car, and motorcycle show, so come join the JBC Charity for a day of fun. For any questions, please contact Darren Heller at 605-890-2752 or Joseph Graham at 724-880-8489.
And thank you very much, Darren and Joseph Graham, for getting together and making that truck show become a dream, or make a dream become a reality, something to that effect. And everybody else from the JBC Charity, you're all a great bunch of people, and you're doing a great thing for a lot of good people. So just keep up the hard work. Hope the truck show goes good this weekend. If you get a chance, get on up there and check it out. Hope you go up there and have a good time. We had Dave Summers, Joey Holiday, and Brad James on the phone here just a little bit. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a checkup from those guys and see what's going on up there. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, by request, Jailbreak.
Brand the Man on RTM Radio.
Oh, I can feel a twofer coming on.
There was a friend of mine on murder. Let's party, boys!
Quiet Riot, party all night with the Yankee and the Brit. That ought to get you down the road a few more miles. The RTM Radio Network. What's going on, you guys? Just out there doing and jamming and carrying on this Creed Jackal thing.
Hey, guys, I'm still here. Randy says, oh, Donna's...
I just said you're a workaholic. You've been steady over there. Clip, 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 clip. I just, it's break time. Take a break.
Well, you know what I'm like? Too much time to think makes a not a happy Donna. So I just carry on.
I don't make you happy either, so.
You do.
I'm only serious. Come on. Oh, I just see you working, and in America, when you're done, your day's done, you quit. Piss off, fuck off, have some fun. That's all. Look at you.
Hey, husband.
I'll whistle at you like Brad James.
Hey, hot husband. Look, your whistle could not get as bad as Brad James's whistle.
God, I should
Seriously.
hope not. That's terrible, man. Ain't nobody in the world wants anything like that.
Yeah, there was Eddie, there was a Joan Jett, there was Britney Spears. There was somebody else that did it as well. The I Love Rock and Roll.
I got Joan Jett queued up. That's all I know.
I was actually going to sing that last week for the show, and I never got around to it.
Status Quo did it also, too. I don't know if that's what somebody had in mind, but yeah, they did. I don't know if it's the same style tune, if it's that one, but yeah, they did that.
I was literally practicing that song last week or the week before, and I thought I'll sing that for the show, and I never, ever, ever got round to it.
You can't sing it.
I
think we had that discussion.
No, that was that other one.
Oh, all right then. Sorry. I'm looking for my toothpick. You guys kept talking about cheese. You guys kept talking about cheese. I had to eat a slice of my sharp cheddar. Man, I just love that shit.
Yeah, he just goes in there and takes a big bite out of the cheese. I tell you what, that much cheese would hurt my tummy somewhat rotten.
Yeah, but you know what? I get more work done because I don't have to go shit every fucking day. Gives me about 2 or 3 days break because it plugs you up real good. It's the truth, that much I know. Yankee and the Brit. Hey, Dory, what's going on?
Hey, Dory.
How's Mr. Mike? You guys trucking along or camped out for the night, or are you in Tooley-Doo? What's going on there? Larkin Seal did it also. Not quite sure your spelling there, but L-Ark and Seal. Wrong kind of seal, I guess. Yankee and the Brit, RTM Radio Network. Let me move on here. By request, UB40. I can't help falling in love with you. By request from Kevin for Shannon. Hello, Patty. What's up, Truck You?
All is right with the show.
That's
Truck
right.
You, Patty's been here. Nickers has been in here. And all you gorgeous bunch. And Dave has been in here. Wow.
I can't believe Dave showed up. I figured he was halfway through a quart by now. All right. Got nothing out of you, did it? Oh, your mouth's full of cake. I'm sorry. What do I know? Yankee and the Brit, the RTM
Can't be
Radio
talking with my
Network.
mouth full, can I?
Yeah?
Normally it doesn't stop me, does it?
Nope. Had lots of practice finding that out. Just don't choke. The RTM Radio Network, nothing better than the Love Shack from Random Man and Donna on the RTM Radio Network. Time for y'all to sing along, baby. Woo! Yes, sir.
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the
Love Shack, yeah, yeah. I'm heading down the Atlanta highway, looking for the love getaway, headed for the love getaway.
I got me a car, it's as big as a whale, and we're heading on down to the Love Shack. I got me a Chrysler, and it seats about 20, so come on and bring your jukebox money.
The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby.
Love Shack, baby.
Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack.
Sign says, stay away, fools, 'cause love rules at the Love Shack.
When it's 7:12 in the middle of a field, just a funky old shack, and I gotta get back. Glitter on the mattress, glitter on the highway, glitter on the front porch, glitter on the highway. The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby.
A Love Shack, baby.
Love Shack, that's where it's at. Love Shack, that's where it's at.
Hugging and a kissing, dancing and a loving. Well, the next to nothing, 'cause it's hard as a nothing. The whole shack shimmies. The whole shack shimmies. The whole shack shimmies when everybody's moving around and around and around and around.
Everybody's moving, baby.
Folks lining up just to get down.
Everybody's moving, baby.
Funky little shack. Funky little shack. I hopped in my Chrysler, it's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail. I got me a car, it seats about 20, so come on and bring your jukebox money.
The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby.
A Love Shack, baby.
Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. 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 Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Knock a little louder, baby.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Knock a little louder, sugar.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby. Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby. Bang, bang
On the door.
bang, bang
On the door.
bang, bang
On the door, baby.
bang, bang.
Yo, what?
Turn it up and play it loud.
Hell yeah, that tune right there will get some white boy a ticket, I'm telling you. That's the kind of tune you throw in the jukebox and put the hammer down, man. Let that bitch fly. God damn, I don't want to stop.
Hey, I was about to tell these guys earlier and then I forgot all about it. The guy that served us in Woolbarth earlier, Randy's got this thing about, he actually has a Randy rant to any cashier that doesn't put enough things in a carrier bag, yeah? And I see his point, because sometimes they will put one small thing in a carrier bag and let you walk away with it. And all that wasted plastic, I totally see where he's coming from, 100%. But sometimes if the cashier's not 100% agreeing with him, he really gets his arse on about it. Well, today, he was being his usual carrier bag nazi, as he is. And
Jawohl, das ist right.
Yeah, and the guy that was packing the bags, he was just having a right little jam to himself. He had a song in his head and he just had to sing it. And Randy says, "Are you singing?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What are you singing?" And he had a right good chatter about music, and about soul music.
And next thing you know, him and I are singing "Papa Was a Rolling Stone."
Yes.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
And there was actually the guy from the checkout next to us that was looking over, and some of the customers were looking over, and people were just looking at us all and enjoying the moment, basically.
Oh, we were having a fucking ride.
Yeah.
Nice kid too, man. But he's
Yes,
like, "Oh
he
yeah, I
was.
know all that old school. My dad likes
He
Motown."
was really jamming his socks off. Bless him.
Yeah, I had a riot with that kid. I hope the hell we ever
And
come
the
across
the guy that served us managed to sneak a few less things into carrier bags, and Randy was just completely oblivious to it. But we come in and we had so many bags.
I saw him, but he's such a nice kid. I was like, you know
Yes.
what? Just let me get out of here. You got things to do. I don't want to mess up your job, but
And I was just
having
like,
fun.
Yeah, but I was just like thinking to myself, I'm glad that Randy had a nice time with this cashier guy, because you don't know what goes on in their lives, and sometimes just to brighten
I got
up their
a pretty
day
goddamn good idea what they
by
suffer
having
through.
a laugh with them.
You imagine how many people like me they got to put up with?
I know, but sometimes you're awful to them.
Well, don't be an asshole.
Sometimes I'm like embarrassed and
Look,
thinking.
you know what? I look at it like this. You're a fucking adult. You're grown up. You're old enough to be working with all this money and doing this stuff. You ought to be capable of thinking, One fucking piece in a plastic bag. And I've even asked some of the kids, it's like, it's your generation that's letting this country get fucked up and this planet getting full of trashy plastic bags and shit. Don't you even care? And they just they get pissy with me, or some of them are like, yeah, I know, but we can't do nothing about it. It's like, you can do something about it. Don't sit there and give me that bullshit. You can't do nothing about it. Put some shit in that bag and fill that bitch up. The less of those that go out the door, the better off we are. And it's just, sometimes it's like talking to the wall with those guys. Nobody teaches these kids anything. What the fuck are you parents doing? Look, I'm off on a rant.
So some of them are just They're like working with a till and money, and they don't know how to give you 8 pence change out of $1.
No, they don't know how to make change without the cash register. That's very sad too.
And sometimes sometimes it's just a case of 17 pence or something like that. They just don't know how to add it up in the head, and
it's sad that they're that. I don't even know what word to use. I don't want to say they're stupid or retarded or anything. They're not. They just don't know.
Not.
Nobody's taught them. Nobody trains them to do that.
They rely on.
All you do is push these buttons and hit that button, and it'll tell you how much you got to give them back. They at least have to be able to count. I know that, because every once in a while one will count it out.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the till will tell them how much change to give you, and sometimes they'll count it out in the hand, and they're struggling. They just don't know how.
I know. Some of them will stand there and look at it. It's like, well, I better make sure I got the right amount.
But so many.
If you don't check, you'll get screwed.
No, but so many are used to using the debit card. Some of them, the generations that we're dealing with right now, a lot of them don't actually deal with physical cash anymore. They deal with the debit card and credit card.
Just think of the next generation coming up. They won't even know what cash looks like unless they find it online somewhere. Daddy, what's money? I can imagine. It's sad. It's really fucked up. And I just can't understand how they don't realize, how much oil gets wasted. Plastic bags aren't made out of plastic, Plastic is made from other ingredients like oil, lots of oil. Why doesn't anybody tell these people that? You know, and Walmart brainwashes them. This is what you do. This is how you do it. If you go outside of the lines, you'll get fired and blah, blah, blah. I can imagine the friggin' rules they have to listen to. And they sit there and they suck that shit up.
That's the sad bit about it as well. You know, sometimes, like, if we go to, like, anywhere like fast food, you know, they have a particular route that they have to put things into their system, you know.
I know, and if you order a fucking hamburger without pickles, you throw the whole goddamn chain out of fucking whack in there.
But sometimes it's not always their fault, but sometimes, you know, they don't.
I find it is their fault. Think. You're a fucking adult. You're grown up. You got a job. You're getting paid. Think. Use your fucking head.
Yeah.
Did anybody teach those assholes?
Yeah,
common sense?
They don't think. Sometimes, you know, you can work out. You can work out sometimes what people want by listening to them. You know, but and
you read the fucking menu to these people at the drive-up board, you know, when you order your food. You read it to them right off the menu, and they still got to ask you 15 questions. I want the number 6 with a Coke. How fucking simple is that? You push the number 6 button on the register, but no, it's like, well, do you want that this size? Do you want a biggie size? Do you want a medium size? Would you like that with shit on it? Maybe I should spit in it. But they got to ask you all these fucking questions. Why do I waste my time telling you the number if you're fucking going to ask me all this shit? If the number fucking 1 is a cheeseburger with lettuce, pickles, and onions on it, that's what I want. That's why I ordered number 1. Or I would have said a number 2 with this and that. I mean, come on. Fucking idiots. Jesus Christ, you know? I'd rather deal with the fucking old people than the fucking kids. This fucking shit just irrigates the fuck out of me.
Michelle was just talking about how carrier bags will be 5 pence from October. And, you know, I am all for that. And my reasoning behind this is that how many times do you see carrier bags stuck inside trees and at the side of the road? People pay so much more, so much more care for things if they've got to pay for, and it's got to come out of their pocket.
Well, what if I showed you driving along the roads here in the pastures and stuff? Remember I told you I used to pick up plastic bags blowing from people's trash from fucking over a mile away?
Yeah,
you know, the winds around here blow all the time. That shit blows across there, and it's stuck in the barbed wire fence, stuck in the trees. The horses step in it and get it caught on their feet. I mean, I can give you an endless list of reasons to get rid of that goddamn shit. You know, and I can't say I'm not to blame because half the time I forget to take my own goddamn bags with me, and it's my fault. You know, I'm the first to admit I do fuck
but
up in that respect.
at least when we dispose of them, you know, sometimes there's a right bloody mess in this place, you know. We get really messy here, especially when we're busy. But at least we dump our shit in our own place. We don't dump it out the car windows and all over the side of the road.
Oh my God, that shit's fucking...
You know?
We saw a guy throw shit out the window the other day. Like, what the fuck's the matter with you?
Yeah, but I would have bloody... If he wasn't in a car, like if the car wasn't moving, I'd have bloody had
and
him
he's probably the
about
first fucking one to get online somewhere and cry about it.
Rant. I could have a
Yeah,
real
well,
good
come on,
rant
man.
about
You know
that.
I'm right. Kevin was talking about that on Truckin' Roundup yesterday. The same damn thing. Drivers, they talk and they talk and they talk, but nobody wants to do anything about it. And it's the same with fucking kids. They talk and they bitch about how kids don't know this and can't do that, but I don't see the parents fucking stepping up to the plate and doing anything to educate them or teach them. I'm sending my kid to the finest school. Yeah, the finest school will teach him how to pass the test so they can get him out of there, get his money, and move on to the next one. That's all it's fucking about. You're still on your own when you go out and get a job. Oh, we'll have jobs lined up for you. Yeah, well, you're not going to get half those jobs if you're still stupid. Just because you passed the test doesn't make you qualified for a job. Just like the truck drivers, you know. Before I started driving, when I got the bug to go driving, I went around to all the guys I knew that were truck drivers, and I asked them, I wasn't embarrassed, I said, how do you hook the trailer up? What do these lines do? Which airline goes where? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you crank that landing gear up? And I asked them for months and months. I just pounded them with questions, you know. And I worked on the farm. I drove a tractor and a hay baler and a wagon and learned to back up both of them, you know, like backing up a set of doubles. There's 2 points instead of 1. And it's just, backing up is just natural for me. And I know you've heard the joke about I can back up better than you can go forward. Well, I can back up pretty goddamn well. And, you know, I learned all that shit before I jumped into it. It's like, I'm going to do this, you know, and basically I was studying, learning how to do what it is I wanted to do so bad. And I was very good at it. I'm not saying I never got any tickets. Yeah. And I learned a lot by doing, too. You know, how to make sure, and I always, and I know I related this to somebody before, like when you couple up to the trailer, crawl under that goddamn thing and look at that fucking knuckle and see if it's clicked around that pin. I made that mistake the first time, and I pulled off, and I got all the way to the end of the driveway. I went to pull out into the highway, and luckily I didn't get onto the blacktop, and the damn trailer slipped off the fifth wheel and landed on the driver's. All I had to do was get out, put the landing gear down, and back underneath of it and couple up. But I'll tell you what, I never, ever took off with a wagon again without checking to see if that fucking latch was around that pin. I'm guaranteeing you. I learned the hard way. But I learned, and I paid attention to shit. And that's what made me so passionate about driving today. Even I love to drive, but everybody else is so careless and so senseless. Why do you do it if you don't like it? Like a job. Why do you do it if you don't like it? If you don't like the job, keep looking for one that you do like, or start your own business. You know, there's a kid I know on Facebook. He started a lawn service. He started out with absolutely nothing, and the kid's got like thousands of dollars worth of stuff now in a matter of no time. He works hard. You know, and I don't know who raised him. Obviously, his parents taught him something. But, you know, that's the kind of people I'm proud of. Them blue-collar people, they're the ones that make this fucking world tick. One more tune before we get out of here, and then we're going to say goodbye. Yanky and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, Blind Melon, No Rain. Night, everybody.
La, 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 la.
We love you guys, man. It's been a blast. Had a good night tonight. Great jamming.
Awesome.
Thanks for all the cool tunes. Y'all be good now. We'll see you tomorrow night for Country Night. Hope everybody got where they were going safely. Glad we could help. Hope we did help. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Say goodnight, Donna.
Good night, Donna. And Dave, if you're listening, don't think you're getting away with your Friday evening ritual. I'll be calling you up in just 1 second.
The Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. We gone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
G-Rant, what are we going to do today?
Same thing we always do, Brit. Try and take over radio.
The Yankee and the Brit.
Yes, Yankee and the Brit.
One is a genius, the other's a twit.
On the radio, the beans have been spliced.
The Yankee and the Brit. Brit, 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 Brit. Before each show is done, the killing will have begun. By the end of the show, the heads will explode. The Yankee and the Brit, yes, Yankee and the Brit. Their ranting campaign can never be explained. To prove their radio worth, they'll take over the earth. The Yankee and the Brit, 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 Brit.
When you find yourself in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken. But if you're afraid, you'll have to overlook it. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. He will drink his super sauce and throw the bad guys for a loss, and he will bring them in alive and kicking. There is one thing you should learn when there is no one else to turn to. Call for Super Chicken.